2 months ago, I think, maybe a little more, Janine and I set up our camera trap down here right next to a beaver lodge on a little pond. And we know there's otters around and beaver and all the other animals you'd expect in a New England forest. This area is a bit of a pine grove. There's some fields and there's a lot of edge in this area, and of course the water is edge, and there's some broadleaf forest around too. So all kinds of creatures could be captured on the camera trap. So I'm going to walk over there and take it back. When I get home, I'll look at the pictures and I'll show you what we found. Thank you. Right in front of the camera trap, you can see on the ground all kinds of disturbance. Pine needle area is supposed to look like this, but it looks like that. Let's get a little closer. It's all turned up. And we're pretty sure that this beaver lodge isn't used anymore, or at least it wasn't over the winter, I don't think. There's a newer, obviously better kept up, larger, much larger one, only a couple 100 yards from here. But I'm sure the beavers visit. And actually that right there looks like a scent mound. So we at least should have some pictures of beavers. I'm really holding out for an otter or two as well. I won't know till I get the memory card back home to the computer. So there's this stuff among the turned up pine needles out here in front of the camera trap. There's a long squirt of it. That could be otter scat. It could also be beaver scent marks, although they usually put it on top of the little pile. So we'll see. There isn't any like obvious fish scales or, well, maybe I need to look closer. If there's fish scales or crayfish shell in there, then we'll know that it has to be otter for sure. So hang on, I'll move the camera a little bit and we'll get a better look. So this is zoomed way in on the end of the scat. Those look suspiciously like fish scales and fish parts to me. What do you think? I have a good feeling about this. Here's some old otter scat here. I've seen this during the winter even. So I know that they come here and mark, and this the camera will focus in, let's see. That's clearly fish scales. That's a dead giveaway that it's some kind of aquatic predator, which beavers obviously are not. And in this amount, and I know all I have there for scale is the pine needles. I'll stick my hand down in. It's unlikely to be mink. It's very likely that this was otter, and it's been scraped up and moved around. There's another chunk of it there. When I saw it all together, I could tell the volume was pretty great. Well, I was going to take the camera back with me, but I think I'm going to leave it longer because it looks like the otters are coming to and from. So I'm just going to take the card back with me. I lock it up. We do have a little note on here, which I'll show you, to let people know that we're just out here interested in animals. Search through for key. There we go. Carry a lot of keys. Stop there. Read that from here, but here's the little card. It says, "Camera for natural history research. Contact us with questions. Please do not disturb." Not too bad. This is our business card. Alright, good. The battery's at 75%. Probably took some pictures of me, which should be hilarious. Now comes the card. Water in there, that's good. Oh, I forgot to check to see how many pictures it took. I'll find out soon enough, I guess. Looks like I'm going to put the big one in. 4 gigabytes. That's all I've got. Very good. Close it. Whoop. Forget to turn it on. Turn that on. It's pointing right where I want it to go. Close it up. Lock it up. That's it. He may be making that noise because I'm getting close to his nest. I'm going to give a wide berth. I'm going to go around farther away from the water than I planned, so I don't want him to disturb the nest. Maybe I can get a shot from a distance of it. Gorgeous. This is the other beaver lodge. The newer, larger one. This is all disturbance caused by the beavers dragging mud and dead leaves and stuff up from underneath the water. And then they scent mark. You can see little piles. They scent mark on these little piles. They smell, sometimes quite strongly, other times not so strong. But they're pretty distinctive, especially when they're many of them quite close to the lodge. These are the images from the camera trap. As we suspected, there's some beavers hanging out there by the old lodge. And somebody's dog came by for a visit. And here's a surprise: snow. Take a look at the date. April 16th. And an otter. Otter's been on my bucket list of things to capture on the camera trap for a while, and I'm really excited because the pictures get even better than this. These are a little bit dark. That's a better one. The otter is there visiting this scent mound. They come again and again, and you'll see a pattern of approaching often from the left, leaving to the right, sniffing, always sniffing around. Turns out all that disturbance that we saw, that's a good image, was the otter rolling around, scent marking over and over again. I like this set of images because I can see the ripples the otter leaves in the water coming up in the next one, I think, as it has disappeared. You can't actually see it go. There it is, in the right corner there. It just slipped into the water. And here's another one rolling. If you watch the dates and the times, you'll see that there is, some of these are several days apart. The camera takes 3 images in a row once it's triggered, some of which, if there's nothing in them, I have removed here. Here's a raccoon. And the otter rolling again. And now the whole family. 3 of them are all there sniffing around the scent post. I think it's really cool how otters are so gregarious. They're known for that. They're known for being friendly with each other. They like each other's company. And they spend a bunch of time here, which is really cool. Or at least they return many times where it looks like the same night if you watch the dates and the times on the bottom. And they're back again the very morning that I showed up. They're there at 9. I got there around 12:30 or 1. If I had gotten out of bed early, maybe I would have seen them. There I am, come to pick up the camera trap. And before I go, I'd just like to say thanks for watching and how grateful I am to be able to share what I love with all of you. Thank you.